Friday morning, weekly weigh-in time. I actually recorded a video last week, but I got a new scale, one that actually measures body fat. It has nodes on the hands and it has electrodes on your hands and your feet so you can get a whole body view. I could not figure out how to do it. My plan was to take my month-end body fat and weight with my old plate, my old method, the scale with the foot, the electrodes on your feet, and the handheld one, and then I was going to compare it to my new one, but I just could not figure out how to get it done, so just never bothered. I still don't know how to do it. It's right here. So you can see the electrodes. This comes off, and it has electrodes on your hands and your feet. And there's the instruction manual that I haven't read yet. So I'll get that worked out at some point. I probably will just have to do it for my June month end. But let's see where I'm at with my old method. So here's where I'm at. A bit shocked, but let's get into why that number moves so much right now. So for me, that is a pretty jaw-dropping number, and I'll explain why. Since the video where I recorded 2 weeks ago where I said I hurt my back, I have not lifted one time, I have not run one time. All I've been doing is going for a walk every day for anywhere from about 45 minutes to an hour and a half. And I really don't, I'm not looking at that as cardio. I'm just looking at that for my own mental health so I don't stay in the house. I'm trying to avoid missing the entire summer. But my back still hurts. I didn't sleep well last night because my back is sore. So I have not been able to work out. I recorded another video calling myself out on my nutrition, and I have really doubled down on that in the last 2 weeks. In the last week, I've been taking in 2,500 calories a day, down from 3,000. What I have been doing, as I said in another video, I have been doing calisthenics. So on the odd hours from 9 to 6, every hour on the hour, I do two exercises, one set each. On the odd hours, I do push-ups and dips. On the even hours, I do squats and calf raises. I have not done any abdominal exercises because I believe that's how I hurt my back, doing some oblique crunches. But I have really, really doubled down on my nutrition. It's not just cutting the calories. I've replaced certain things, one thing I was eating these chips made of beans, and they're sold in the health food stores, so it's supposed to be healthy. I ditched those. I've been eating trail mix instead. I have cut certain grains out of my diet. I've still been drinking a gallon of water a day, so I don't believe I'm dehydrated. I started eating meals from my meal plan. I think the biggest thing is the calories in my meals. So I have two actual meals a day, lunch and dinner, and then usually throughout the day I have a snack every 90 minutes. I've been eating meals from a meal plan the last couple of days. I recorded a video on that, but I just think the combination of the calisthenics and staying busy, I guess the walks have something to do with it. I'll burn like 200-300 calories. It doesn't seem like much, but because when I run, I always burn over 1,000 calories. I hadn't been running less than 6 miles at a clip for the last month. So yeah, if I run 6 miles, I'm gonna burn somewhere in the realm of 1,500 calories. So these little walks don't seem like much, but I think this is just demonstrating the importance of nutrition. Had I been working out, who knows, I probably would have been in the 260s because I burned thousands of calories throughout the course of the week when I lift 4 times and I run 4 times. So I think that's an important test case of the importance of nutrition. I've sort of been stuck in the mud, and that's the first time I've lost more than, say, a pound in a week since probably March, like the end of March, and I have not been able to work out. I'm still sore. My back is still sore, and I'm gonna let it fully heal because I don't need another setback. I've been out almost 2 weeks because I tried to run with a bad back, and I literally went less than 1/10 of a mile, and I did something to my back. I'm still in a decent amount of soreness, but I wouldn't classify it as pain anymore, but it is still lingering. So I'm gonna let this fully heal. I had hoped by the weekend I'd be able to start. I'm not gonna do that. I'm hopeful that I can start my normal program next Tuesday, where I'm gonna run Tuesday morning, lift, and do my 2 a days Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Run Saturday, lift Sunday. So I'm hopeful I can get back to that, but I think this shows the importance of nutrition and why I just can't ignore it anymore. I was sticking to 3,000 calories, and I basically had the mindset that as long as I stay within 3,000 calories, then I'm creating this caloric deficit. I've been tracking on my Apple Watch. I've been I've been reading up on the functionality. I've been tracking. I wear it. I've been wearing it 24 hours a day for the last week, just to get a gauge of how many calories I burn in a day, and it's about 4,000 between. I think just my basal metabolic rate is about 3,000, and in terms of movement, I burn anywhere from 1,000 to 12, 1,300 calories a day, and that's with the 200 or 300 calories from my walk. So 2,500, I'm creating a pretty sizable deficit. Seems like such a small increment to go from 3,000 to 500, but I think just cleaning up my macros. And another thing is I've cut carbs at night. I really hate when people say, yo, bro, don't eat carbs. I don't want to hear that nonsense. But I've been watching a lot of videos from how bodybuilders structure their nutrition. And essentially, what they do is eat carbs earlier in the day when they're going to burn them off, and they don't have carbs at night because it's basically to be used as energy, and it gets stored. So I don't want to hear that don't eat carbs nonsense, because the carbs I'm eating are like kale and broccoli and green beans. Like, I'm not eating potato chips or soda. The number one source of carbohydrates in the U.S. diet is soft drinks, soda, Gatorade, iced tea, whatever, all of that crap. So it's all sugar, and that's why carbs get a bad rap. But if you're eating kale, if you're eating quinoa, if you're eating green beans, broccoli, then I don't want to hear this nonsense about don't eat carbs. I want to smack somebody every time they say that nonsense to me. But I am cutting carbs out at dinner, so I don't store it as energy. But I do have my carbs during the day, and I'm gonna increase them when I start working out again, because I need a source for energy. Your body doesn't burn protein nearly as efficiently for a workout as it does for a carbohydrate. But I will not be eating carbohydrates after I lift. Actually, a couple of nights this week, all I had was a chicken breast or a chicken thigh for dinner with no vegetables. So great week. I was 276 for the record last Friday, when I weighed in and could not get my second scale working. Just under 273. So great progress. I had set a goal of getting into the 260s by July 1st, even though I'm not supposed to be setting goals, because all I do is set myself up for disappointment. But it looks like I'll make it, but I do need to stop setting goals and just focus on the process, and just focus on this being a way of life, and letting weight loss be the byproduct of how I live, instead of setting a goal, setting myself up for disappointment, and getting discouraged if I don't make a goal, even if I make progress. So great week, great test case for my diet. This really stresses how important nutrition is in this whole plan. And I'm just not going to hide behind, I'm working out like a madman, and I'm sticking to my caloric intake that my nutritionist said. I'm just going to have to tweak things. And this is the first tweak, and I got a big jump in a week where I couldn't even really work out. So great week.